This is YU Merch, and today I have Miniverse Make It Mini Diner Series 4. Just 2 of them this time. And if you're not sure what these are, they are UV resin crafts where you can make these fake foods. You can see on the front of this one we have a panda ice cream sundae or something like that. But there are 8 of these to collect. I got these so long ago, I don't even remember which ones they are because I do look at the pinholes to figure out what they are beforehand. So you know what, it's a surprise. So let's open these up. So here are the 2 surprise balls now unwrapped. And I don't know which ones they are. I'm going to take everything out of these so that, and organize it a little bit more so that we can get through it a little quicker. Okay, everything is out. And it seems like each of them have 3 of these blind bags and 1 that has like the tweezers in there, so 4. There's like a placemat, a wrapped surprise, and they have a checklist and a QR code or some sort of code for the app. Let's look at the checklist real quick so that I can see which ones I want to get. So there's a rainbow shaped ice, berry cream puffs, brick toast, the panda sundaes from the front, or, on the wrapper, the ice cream taco number 2, I have the first one, harvest salad, meatloaf leftovers, and tofu pad thai. I want this one the most, the tofu pad thai. It looks really cute. First we have the placemat. This one says good food, good mood. I think it's like a pan. And it looks like we have this square plate. Oh, this might actually be the pad thai. And I'm gonna cut the tops off of these blind bags. This one says stay sweet on the outside. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure we have the pad thai because we've got flat rice noodles. They look very realistic. And nuts. Like crushed peanuts. My friend is allergic to peanuts, and then my other friend sent her a picture of crushed peanuts and wrote, oh, this is a threat. Sent it to her. This one says chill out. That must be the resin. And we've got pad thai sauce. This is cute. You can see the giant label that says don't eat it. This bag says ready for a picnic. Oh my god. Some sort of herbs. There it is, the tofu cubes. Fried. Oh, it's the tweezers and the topper for the ball. And a fork. We have a placemat that says a veggie good day, which makes me think we have the salad. Here's our wrapped surprise. We've got this cute flower-shaped bowl. Looks like it's supposed to look like wood or something. I love the sound it makes. It's got like texture to it. I've also never had goat cheese either. It sounds solid in there. And what do you call these? I say like pecans. Some people say pecans. And then we have cranberries. We have some tweezers again, another fork, and the topper. So those are all of our items. I don't know which one I want to make first. Alright, so I'm actually recording this a couple days after. I'm gonna start off with the pad thai. I'm gonna take out the herbs and then mix everything in here because I don't want to mix them in here and just have it look all messy. I'm gonna do everything in this container. So I'm just gonna chop up the herbs real quick. Probably off camera because I can't really see it from this far. So there's the herbs removed from the stem. Just gonna put them in here for now. And let's take out our noodles. So here are the noodles. They kind of feel like cut up rubber bands or something like that. Maybe I will just leave those in here for now in the bowl. And then let's get out our tofu cubes. These are so cute. I hope they're squishy or something. Oh, they are. They're kind of rubbery as well. They feel like the noodles. Kind of soft and squishable. Okay, so I'll throw those in. Let's get our resin and see what that looks like. And it is this sort of brown resin. There isn't really much in there. Maybe we won't need a lot. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix this just enough that everything is coated and everything all sticks to the resin. So that we have enough room for the noodles. just gotta mix up our ingredients with the resin before putting them in this bowl. Let's take out the kale. It looks so realistic. Is that all gonna fit in this bowl? Let's actually test that out first because I know there's gonna be other things we're putting in the salad aside from that kale. Okay, it seems to all fit in the bowl, but I don't want to like waste it, so I think I'm just gonna put like some of the pieces back. For now. Maybe I could turn that into a keychain or something. Right, so we've got that. Let's get our apples and squash out of the packaging. I thought these were carrots. Or like cheese cubes. So that's gonna look like this. And I may keep the apple pieces as well, because we won't see like most of that. What does the goat cheese look like? Oh, it's like kinetic sand. Okay, got it. We'll put that on later. And I can't really see it. Okay, I checked and it is kind of like a reddish color. I don't think this is gonna look too bad if I use the previous resin thingy to mix all the stuff up in. So I'm going to do that now. Should be enough. It's very pinky. And then we mix it up. Okay, I think that's thoroughly mixed. Now we just gotta set everything in the bowl. Sorry about this mess here. Just scoot that off to the side. And I'm gonna dump it into this bowl. Thin layer because I don't want any wet resin. Just enough to adhere this layer to the bowl. Okay, just so it looks balanced. I'm gonna cure this and then we repeat the process a couple times. Okay, so that's cured. Now let's add another layer and, build our salad. Our salad, it's mine, really. I don't think you get any part in this. I guess you can watch. There's like one singular apple slice that's gonna make it in the second layer here. Now let's cure this. And while that's curing, I'm going to mix up another layer. Just gonna put the leaves on and make sure those apple slices come out on the top of the salad. Maybe they won't. We'll see. I like how that looks. Now, let's not forget we gotta add the goat cheese and the pecans and cranberries. So let's add the goat cheese first, real quick. It's like kinetic sand. Let's loosen it up a little. I'm only gonna get a little bit of it. Let's see how much it shows in the picture. Have you guys had goat cheese? Because I haven't. I'll save some. I've adjusted it to my liking. Let's cure this and then end the video. Right, they're done. Here is the pad thai. Very cute. The fork is embedded in there. And I decided to keep the fork separate for our harvest salad. Look how cute. I love the shape of this bowl. I like that both of them are like two different shapes. This looks very even and aesthetic. I don't know. I have so much Miniverse that's just waiting for me to make. So if you like seeing me make more of these little resin foods, you should stay tuned. I have like Cafe Series, and I have Cafe Series 6 and the appliances ones, as well as a Hello Kitty Miniverse Spaces that's just